Morning guys, I am Ben, Lee's holding the camera, this is Evil GT. You're probably wondering why we've got the brand new RS3 saloon on the ramp already after 250 miles, but this is why. So the reason why it's on the ramp is because the front brakes don't match the back brakes. So as you can see, these front brakes are absolutely massive, big carbon ceramics, they're all drilled, massive big brake calipers, and these back brakes are tiny little 310mm discs, completely plain, not drilled. Look at them. I went to the brake gurus, Dean and Kieron, and said, lads, I've got a problem. My brakes are tiny at the back, can you help me sort that out? They went, listen, I've got something for you, mate, don't you worry.
I don't want to put doom and gloom on your brand new car that's only done 200 miles, but look at that. Is that rusting, like the Focus was rusting?
I don't know, because what's weird is, that there looks all like stainless steel and new, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But then that there looks like different metal. But you know, a Krapovich, if you're watching, feel free to send us an exhaust, mate. I'd be sound with that, I'm happy with that.
Before we start, we've got a big problem.
We have. So the dust shield cover thing, the little plate that sits behind the disc, that can't stay. So you'd either have to chop the angle bit off here so that the bigger disc sits in there fine, or you just get rid of it.
Dean, in your opinion, expert opinion, is there a problem taking that off and leaving it off? Because it's a dust shield, right?
It's always better to have it on, because it's designed to do that. It keeps all the crap off everything. It's more critical on the front because you've got things like ABS sensors, you've got ball joints, and rubber boots to keep protected, but
so it's not ideal, but
not ideal, no.
Right.
Happy with that?
Well, no, but it's going to be done, innit? It'll look better. We'll ruin it, but it'll look better.
You've got a bit of a fetish, haven't you, with brake pads?
I don't get out much.
That makes two of you.
Oh, I used to work with Padgy quite closely, so I always look out for where I see them on the pads, because a lot of people get a pad like that, a genuine pad, and they see ATE, so they say, oh yeah, they're ATE pads, but they're not. They're actually made by Padgy. So the fronts are as well on these, because they're carbon ceramics. Padgy own 90% of carbon friction technology, so they developed a lot of the systems. So yeah, Geek Fest.
This one here is for up to the Mark 7.5 Golf and the 8V RS3, yeah? But obviously it had to be redesigned, and we had to bring, I think it was this way around, yeah? So we had to bring this up a little bit. I say we, like it was me, I was not involved in any part of it, but...
to be fair, Dean did this, we did that.
Yeah, so I had nothing to do with it, right? But it had to come... It probably was. But that had to come up here a little bit and then get sort of like this bit here. There was then more room up here, then there's a bit more depth. So basically that was redesigned to fit the Mark 8 Golf R. So even though the hub, did you say the hub's different on this to the Mark 8R?
The hub part number for the hub
is different, the design of it is different, slightly different, even though you'd expect it to be the same with the Mark 8R. But this now is the new bracket, so you can see how much, sorry for all the racket in the background, but you can see how much different them two are now. So there's a lot more strength in the cross member bit. And obviously the bolts now sit flush because these were resting on the alley hub. So yeah, there you go. So but hopefully...
There's no guarantee this is going to fit.
No, there's no guarantee.
This is a test car.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully this does fit. It's a test car, they're testing it on this car. If it does fit and I can get bigger discs on it, then I'm sure a lot of people like you guys will want them as well because it'll look way better. Dean from VBT now is going to explain the difference between these discs and the new ones.
They're bigger.
That's it, sorted.
Essentially what we're trying to do, so that's your 310mm by 22 standard, this is 356 by 22.
Okay.
So this is off an Audi S8 originally.
Right.
So what we basically do, we have our bracket kit which spaces the caliper out towards the edge, so it basically uses that friction surface, and what that will do then is give you better braking effort without even increasing the power of the caliper or pad or anything like that.
Perfect.
So you just get a natural upgrade from just through the size of it.
And these don't come drilled, do they?
No.
So I said to you, can you make them look more uniform and match the front discs? Yep. And you're like, yeah, I can, because I've got my fancy machine here, so I can drill you some holes in it, no problem.
And it does make a difference how fast you drill the holes, how hard you drill the holes, so you've got to make sure that's right, because you can obviously cause structural problems as well, without getting too geeky on it.
Right,
so
okay.
Basically we can do, well, the discs we've just
Drilled,
made there.
hooked ones, if you prefer to have hooked ones.
Yeah.
We've seen all kinds of weird and wonderful designs, haven't we? Probably stuff we can't see on camera, but they're funny. But yeah, so that is going to look miles better, I think. It'll match the front discs way better, and they're bigger. I did mention about the calipers, but you were like, don't bother, you don't need any more braking force really from the back, it'll upset the balance. The calipers are fine as they are.
Yeah.
There you
Not
go
only
then.
that, when you get bigger calipers on the back as well, you upset the pedal feel.
Right.
So you're obviously trying to fill more pistons with the same master cylinder.
Yeah.
So you end up with a really long pedal, and then you start getting brakes. But at the minute, they're right at the top
Yeah,
and really
fine,
sharp.
yeah.
Well, that doesn't change.
Right, perfect. There we go. So there we are. When we see these on the car, they're going to look miles better. So what we've decided to do is, this machine just behind Lee there, we'll be able to engrave Evil GT in it, unless we go Evil GT, or Evil GT. Don't know yet.
Where are we going to put it?
We're going to put it in the podcast studio. And if you're not signed up to the podcast, patreon.com/EvilGT, £3 a month plus VAT. Get yourself over there, thanks.
I don't want to be pessimistic, but it ain't looking good, is it?
No.
But this is a test car, so...
It is, and the bracket is a prototype bracket, so it was something that they've asked for the design to be changed, and now they're testing it on this car. What I think they're saying is the depth of where the bolt goes into on the bracket, they didn't ask for that to be trimmed, but there's like a mil or two off that. So that then has made it so that it sits too close to the back of the disc, the bracket, so...
That might be the problem.
So a bit of good news straight after the bad news.
Well, we don't know yet, we've not fitted it, so what they're going to try is, the one that they said fitted the 7.5 Golf R and the 8V RS3, because this hub is different to the Golf R, where they've had to modify that bracket for the Mark 8 Golf R, they're going to try the 8V stroke 7.5 bracket on this to see if it fits. Not in true Evil GT style, a bit of good news, the old bracket is fitted on this, so thankfully we now can crack on with the disc. They know now what they need to tweak for the Mark 8R on the new bracket, so it's a win-win. So there you go, that just gives you a bit of an idea anyway. But it's not just the size, it was actually getting it drilled to match the front as well. That's what I was more interested in. But yeah, there you go, gives you an idea. So there we go, that's it, job's done. Thank you very much to VBT. Looks miles better from the side profile, I'm sure you'll agree. Tiny bit of a performance upgrade, only tiny, but mainly it's cosmetic. So as everyone knows, particularly when you look at the front brakes, this is where all the stopping power is. And this has mainly been done for cosmetic purposes. It looks a lot better. This particular brake upgrade for the discs, the bracket kit, the labour, everything is about £420 all in, which I think is really reasonable for this cosmetic upgrade anyway. But if you give VBT a call, mention us, you'll get a bit of a discount as well. What's really good about Vagbren Technic's website is it's completely configurable, so your rear brake kit, if you prefer to have different size discs, you can, different make discs, you can, different designs on the discs, you can make it fully customizable to you and your car. So once again, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe and the bell. We do all kinds of different things. We've got loads of different cars. We've got an C63, we've got an M346, we've got two RS4 B7s, an S15 that's in a million pieces all over, well, all over England really. And the other bits that are lined up for this car, we've got wheels in the pipeline, because I'm not a fan of these stock wheels. We've got a carbon kit in the pipeline, hopefully that's coming very, very soon. I want to do some bits with the interior as well to try and spice this up and make it look a little bit more premium inside the cabin. And yeah, so if that's the kind of thing you'd like to watch, hit the subscribe, as I said, hit the bell, and we'll see you all soon. So there we go. That it nearly fell over then.
We're going dizzy.
That's going on Instagram, that. Dad and lad. We had no idea at the time we had a long lost son.
At Evil GT Cars.
We're at Evil GT Cars, yeah, on Instagram. And then follow Awesome, what are you on Instagram? Awesome Cars on Instagram. Or just Awesome GTI.
Do you do all the Instagram now?
Yeah.
We're taking over from Habib.
Yeah, Habib didn't do it in the first place.
This is Awesome HQ. It is like stepping back into the 90s up here, but here he is.
Here's Habib.
Why'd you go all these screens? You don't need them, you know you don't. So the last time I was up here filming, I said, Habib, is that alright to be in? He went like, mate, that's not been touched for about 5 or 6 years.
I've not even been here 5 or 6 years.
You alright, mate?
How you doing?
What the hell's that?
What?
That woman on there. What's
Do you want me to explain it?
Is that Julia Roberts, that?
Julia Roberts or Julia Robots? What's her most famous role?
Pretty woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was she in that?
She was a prostitute.
Or otherwise known as a,
Oh.
in America,
Hooker.
hooker. What does that machine do?
It does hooks. It does hooks on disc.